things sometimes, Katheryn.
He's not capable of it.
You'd be surprised what people are capable of when they're driven to madness.
I won't let him get away with this.
He already has. Please, be careful.
Hey,
Hey,
Daniel.
there we go.
Hey, Anja. Anja, correct? Is it
However
Anja?
you want to say it, it's usually Anya or Anya,
Oh,
anyway.
Anja. Okay. I will say it like that then. Well, first of
Perfect.
all, thank you guys taking time out speaking with me. My name is Aries from Urban Bridges, and I love your new movie.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you so
let me
much. You said your name is Darius.
No, Aries, like the zodiac sign.
Oh,
Aries.
Aries.
Oh,
Amazing.
that's
Lovely to
that's
meet you, Aries.
amazing.
I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you guys. So let's get into it. Daniel, where did the whole idea come from for the movie Hidden? I'm sorry, for the whole movie Hidden Within. Where did you come up with that at?
Okay, so it was actually quite an interesting conception story. Years ago, I joined a writers group on Facebook, and I was looking to connect with other writers out there in the world. I was living in Zimbabwe at the time, and there weren't a lot of movies that were being made there. So I was hungry to connect with other people that were maybe writing scripts, whether short films or long feature films, and wanted to get them produced, get them made. And I connected with a writer there. His name is Oscar Reyes. And he's such a lovely guy. We became good friends. And he already had a concept, a script for a thriller film, but it was set in America. And it had a different title, and there were a whole bunch of other changes in it. But I looked at the concept and I loved it. And I said, bro, would you be open to us doing this film, but setting it in Zimbabwe? And he loved that idea. I explained to him all about the culture in Zimbabwe because we hadn't met in person. We had just met online, and he's never been to Zimbabwe. But as I started showing him the scenery and the culture, he fell in love with that idea. So we then adapted some of what was already there in the script to suit Zimbabwe, and it was a pretty smooth process from there.
Well, good. I like that story. And then
Yeah.
Anya, how did you Anya, how did you get involved? What made you want to become Catherine?
So Daniel and I actually met each other through quite a big casting director in South Africa. And we kind of like were in studio together a couple of times, got to know each other's faces, we were always like super friendly and always knew he was a great guy. And then he kind of, he reached out the one day and just said like he'd love to chat to me. He's got this film, his first film that he's directing, and we met up and he kind of like told me all about it, and we chatted, and he essentially asked if I would be interested to join. And yeah, I wasn't even like a second thought, like immediately, like such an amazingly talented, multi-skilled person. So it would only have benefited me to work on something with him. Um, and yeah, and the opportunity to go to like a country that I've never been to, it's so close to home, but also I've never been there. So like getting to go there and experience the culture and how absolutely amazing the people are and how beautiful it is. And yeah, that's it. I felt really, really grateful that he approached me for it.
Really good. You did a great job in that.
She was so good, eh?
Mhm. And then Dan, you talk a bit about the rest of the cast. You guys also have an amazing cast, period. So how did they come together and how did you decide for the role?
Thank you. So, first off, there's so many talented performers, actors, musicians in Zimbabwe. And growing up there, I had seen, I'd gotten to know a lot of them in the local scene. There's not a lot, as I said, there's not a lot of films that are made there, but there is a lot of like stand-up comedy, live music performances and all sort of underground gigs. So growing up there, I was familiar with a lot of talented performers, and like the guy who played the taxi driver Moyo, so he was played by Maforti. brilliant performer, but he's actually a stand-up comedian. He's never acted in a movie before, but I knew the guy was so talented. He had such a screen and stage presence that I knew he would fit the character perfectly. Same goes for Eddie Sandifolo, who played Detective Thabani in Ndlovu. Such a strong presence on screen. And he's actually within Zimbabwe, he's a pretty well-known actor for local like television soap operas and other few things that are made there. So it was great having him on board. But it really was, for a lot of the cast members, it was their first time being in a movie on that scale. So it was really just a team of lots of really passionate, excited friends who were keen to tell an exciting story.
Yeah, y'all did it. Y'all did it.
Sure.
And then, Anya, there's a lot of twists and turns in the movie, but like you mentioned with the cab driver, some comedy. But in the film, what was like your favorite scene to shoot? Like one of them.
Oh, what was one of my favorite scenes was actually the cab scene with
Make
Mafoti,
noise.
because
Oh, yes.
oh goodness, I was just in stitches though. Like I know like my character had to I had to do this thing where like, I'm finding this cab driver kind of funny and he's kind of odd, but in a sweet way. And so I'm kind of like trying to suppress like some giggles, but like I was really trying to like suppress my laughter because he was just so funny. And he's so in his own world, and he just lived himself so into this character. And I was so impressed by him as well. Like Daniel said, he's actually a stand-up comedian, but he took to being on screen, on camera like that. Like I feel like there was minimal direction. Like it was really just to make sure that you're more like angled this way or that way. The rest just like it took care of itself. Like he was amazing. So that was really fun scene to shoot. And then I do have some other scenes that were really fun as well, but I'm trying to think of giving any spoilers. Let's just stick with that one for now, just for safety.
Okay. We try not to do spoilers at least.
Yeah.
And then Daniel, Brashaad Mayweather. I'm sorry, my question fell down. Mayweather is executive producer. Talk a bit about how he got involved and what you enjoy about working with him. How you enjoy it.
Okay, so Brashaad and I, we first met and knew each other as actors in the local Cape Town industry. We actually met through the same casting director that Anya and I met through. We did an acting class together where we first met, and then I read for him in a few auditions. But after some time, I saw that he was putting out the movie Summer with the Guys that he produced. And I hit him up and I was like, bro, you're producing your own movies. That's awesome. Did you know that I'm also producing my own movies? He was like, what? So we then connected on that front as filmmakers. I was literally in the final stages of post-production on Hidden Within, finishing up the editing and the sound. And I basically approached him and said, listen, bro, we've just finishing this movie, but I've never done this next part of the process before. I don't know how to get it out there to the world, how to find distribution, how to get it to America. And that's where Brashaad has been such an amazing friend and co-worker, partner, executive producer on this project, really just helping us get it from here, from Zimbabwe, from South Africa, and bringing it to America so that you guys can see it. And I'm so glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I love the collaboration. Yeah, he's very talented. And
he's so talented, and he's such an amazing person and a great friend. Yeah.
This is for both of you guys. Tell our audience why they need to be going on to a streaming app and watching the movie this weekend. But we can start with Anya.
Okay.
I think multiple reasons. I think firstly it's going to give them such an amazing new insight to like a country that they've never maybe been to or never even heard of. Like the idea with art in general is to connect people, so connecting them to like a different part of the world. And I think also why I think I get this question a lot from people what is one of the projects that I've been most proud of in my life? And you'd think a lot of actors would be like, oh, I was in this huge thing that paid me all this money. And I go like, you know what? Like, actually, the thing that I'm most proud of that I've ever done was this film. And the reason why is that like the hard work that has gone into this with like the tiniest team of people, like, and I'm so proud because when you watch it, like, I truly feel like this film is so amazing and so artistically beautiful in so many different ways, and it's written so beautifully, and then you look at like how we were on set, like all of us doing everything at the same time, like working together as such a team. And I think like that like sense of like teamwork like really comes through while you watch it. So I think, yeah, like I think that's gonna, like, people are gonna feel that sense of like community like when they watch this. So I think that those are some good reasons for them to watch it, and it's brilliant, and Daniel is amazing. Yeah.
What about you, Daniel? Tell them about it.
So similar to what Anya was saying, I mean, first of all, it's set in Zimbabwe, and we don't have a lot of movies which are set there, you know. So it's a chance for people all around the world to see a glimpse into this country, which they might be unfamiliar with. And also seeing, I made sure what I loved about this story is that it's a story where no matter what culture you're from, you can connect to it, you can follow it, enjoy it. But the backdrop, the setting, the environment in which it's in, and the characters through which it's told are all nuanced and slightly unique to Zimbabwe. And I mean, that's also what really excited me. Like growing up in Zimbabwe, I knew for such a long time, like I really want to make movies here that just showcase the different feel, flavor, and elements that we have here, and make it digestible, relatable, enjoyable for foreign audiences. So it's, you know, it's a taste of something different, and I think, you know, if you're into thrillers and you're into seeing a new location, new places, new faces, I think you'd enjoy it.
Definitely. That's all facts. And I'm sorry, I'm sweating like crazy. I turned my air conditioner off now. I'm sweating. But
Oh shit.
the next question is, what is next for you, Anya?
What is next for me? I have an international film that's supposed to still come out probably later this year or beginning of next year, which is awesome. Super excited for that. And then I will be shooting 2 projects over the next 2 months or so. One is actually a local Afrikaans project. So I'll be acting in my mother tongue, which is always nice and exciting and beautiful. So yeah, that's the series. And then I'll also be shooting in another international feature film, a couple of days on another feature film. So yeah, some exciting things coming up. Very grateful, very
Busy.
yeah, I'm grateful to be doing what I love to do.
Real good. What about you, Daniel?
I'm currently busy shooting the 2nd season of One Piece, which I'm having such a blast with at the moment. Yeah, I got a bit more time shooting on that, and then after that I'll be working on a Shakespeare play, The Tempest, next year, which I'm really excited for. So those 2 projects at the moment are taking up my time.
All right. Well, it sounds exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
And then before we wrap, is there anything else you guys would like to leave with the audience to share?
Is there anything from you, Anya?
Sorry, what I meant, anything else that we would just like to share in general about the film?
Anything.
I don't know, Daniel. I'm trying to think. You got to excuse me. It was 5 years ago. My mind is like.
Yeah, we did. We, believe it or not, we shot this thing 5 years ago. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's maybe an interesting thing to share.
So I think for me, something awesome to leave everyone with is we made this movie with a very, very small budget. It really is a testament to independent filmmaking spirit and I decided I was 19 years old when we started making this film, and I was 20 when we shot it. And I decided to make this film instead of going to film school. So it's a testament to, a group of young, passionate people who just got together and decided to take on the impossible. And even though it took us 5 years to get to this point, and there were many times along the way where we thought of throwing in the towel, because it's really not easy when you're doing something independently, and in a country like Zimbabwe, where films are not often made, that we had so many extra challenges on our plates. But I'm so grateful that we pushed through it. So I guess if there's anyone out there that is wanting to create something, whether it's artistic or not, but if it's something that lives in your heart and you're passionate about it, but it feels impossible at the start, just keep taking baby steps forward, and just keep your eyes on the prize, and some way, somehow, things will work out and you'll find yourself arriving exactly where you need to be.
Yeah, Daniel is such a testament to like really making your dreams come true. He truly, and I think a lot of people are gonna take a lot of inspiration from him for many, many, many years to come. Yeah, he's a very big inspiration, because I got similar dreams, and I'm still over here like too scared to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Anja.
So yeah, it's what Daniel said as well. Like, if you got something you want to do, like, doesn't matter how long it takes, as long it's baby steps. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You just keep on keeping on. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you guys for that advice. I love when talented people like you give advice to our viewers, because they really are trying to do some of them what you guys do. So thank you.
No, thank you, Aries. Thank you and thank you for
Yeah.
your review. It was a beautiful review on the film. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, really.
No problem. I'm about to watch it again later today. But again, I want to thank you two talented people for taking time on speaking with me. Again, my name is Aries from Urban Bridges. I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys do next, and I hope to speak with you again soon.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. You have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
My dearest Katheryn, I'm writing this letter to you because I could never find the words in person. In the coming days, many secrets I've hidden away will come to light. Consequences of the grave mistake I made years ago.
People are disappearing all over town. I have to find out why.
You might regret knowing the truth.
I'm Detective Thabani Ndlovu. I'm looking for a young man who goes by the name Cullen Landon.
Love can make people do crazy things sometimes, Katheryn.
He's not capable of it.
You'd be surprised what people are capable of when they're driven to madness.
I won't let him get away with this.
He already has. Please, be careful.